Hello, Mega Dimensions. Yeah, Dimensions here. I was like, oh, is it Dimensions? Wow, I should call my own channel name. Wow, isn't that lovely? Okay, so last time we were in the second part. That's a bit different as the beginning and stuff. So we did that from usual, and I think it's gonna be the same. We'll have. I think. I'm not sure. And no, I do not want to do that. Okay. So now we are in chapter 2, Inversion Impulse. Good morning. I hear an unfamiliar voice, and I think I got Hisui's voice wrong. The dream quickly fades away as a voice calls me back to reality. It's morning. Time to wake up, Shiki-sama. An unfamiliar voice greets me. Stop calling me Shiki-sama already. I told you yesterday it sends chills down my back. My spine back. I don't know. Spine sounds much better. I don't know why. I wake up. Hisui stands far from the bed like a statue. I sleepily look around. Good morning, Shiki-sama. A girl in a maid uniform bows. For a moment, I doubt my eyes. Finally, I recall my current condition. Yeah, I came home right. I push myself up and look around the room. Outside the window, the weather is great, and blue sky like the one I saw in my dream. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me. There is no need to thank me. It is my duty to come and wake you, Shiki-sama. Hisui answers indifferently, completely expressionless. Why do you have to be so firm, Hisui? It's really a shame. If Hisui only had half of Kaga's brightness, she sure would really be cute. I don't know, she looks cute right now. So I have no idea what you're saying. Though I think the remake designs are a bit more better for them. Though there's a nice charm to the old one. And also the amount of blue that is in this game is incredible. Do you need something? He realizes I'm looking at her. He stares straight back at me. No, nothing at all. But again, I've been seeing your face. I just felt like I'm ready at a tunnel mansion. His eyes are like cold ice. Seeing that, all of a sudden, something reminiscent of a dream flashes through my mind. I see. I remember completely that day a girl who's me a ribbon before I left the mansion was the one who watched us from that window. That is, in other words, it was Hisui. Yes. Did you say something, Shiki-sama? This is going to be embarrassing because you probably forgotten, right? Do you remember about when I left here 8 years ago? I don't know. That is how you sound like when you're trying to remind someone that they probably don't remember. Right? That's how it works, right? I wonder where I put my drawing stylus at. I don't think I put in just whatever the fuck this shit is my sister gave me. It's like a holder, so I don't know. Yes, I remembered. But was there anything special that happened? See, she forgotten. Anything special? Hisui. Please forgive me. 8 years got passed since you departed this mansion, so even if you speak of those times, I cannot answer with any specific details. Well, it's like, oh wow, I promised when we were children. Well, it's like they did those freaking piggy promises. Like, yes, I'll marry you. No, you won't. Unless you bang them. I guess that's one step towards marriage, I guess. Oh, wow. He's actually going to blur out loud. If it was me, I would just, forgotten. Okay. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Okay, if it was a regular girl, then yeah, your friend, you're close, then you will say it. But to a complete stranger at the moment, you don't say things like this because you've forgotten. Actually, I really think about it. Like this is like the two last routes is like probably the only ones he actually remembers that there were like other people in the mansion. So other than that, he didn't fucking remember anything. Is that a bit contradictory? Not really. It's just timelines and stuff. So I give it a slack of that, but you know. Oh, I think I clicked by accident. Hisui, do you don't remember about the ribbon? Ribbon? And I, it's so hard to give her like a whisper. Her voice is a whispery voice. She looks downcast as she admits with difficulty, and she does not remember. I see. That's right, it was 8 years ago. Sorry, it's nothing. It's nothing. Wow, she just tosses it around like, it's nothing, you little brat. Oh, how would Hisui look like with a ribbon? Because all we see is this, what the heck this is called? I was going to call it bib, but it's like, no, it's not bib. I don't know what the hell you call that. Just forget what I said. She doesn't remember the promise. Is there anything I can hold against her? Even though it was made just a child's promise, it really did help me face forward to the future back then. So he does remember it? Yeah, I remember he remembers the ribbon. He mentions the ribbon. If I remember correctly, I first forgot. I noticed that. I forgot. Well, it's time to get up. So, do you know what time it is? Yes, it's past 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that leaves me a little time then. Run back, I go out, get out of bed. You say that, but you do not have much time. It takes about 30 minutes to go to your school. You have 20 minutes, eat breakfast, and get ready. That's right, this isn't the Arma's house. I am filled with horror. I'm so used to the art house being 20 minutes away from school, but here, I don't even know a shortcut. Your uniform is folded. I'll wait for you over there. Please come to the sitting room after you changed. You know, I don't think I ever done that. Like, I don't know, after breakfast or anything, I'll change, and that's kind of it. Damn it! If you're going to wake me up earlier. I'm muttering selfishly to myself. So, he is muttering. Myself, I reached for my uniform. It's folded neatly, and this short has even been ironed. Passing my wrist through the sheets, it feels good. It's that fresh, brand new feeling. Ike and Kage-san are relaxing in the sitting room. Ike is wearing the uniform of the Aksami Ladies Academy, a famous school of young girls. They are drinking tea together gracefully as if breakfast ended a long time ago. Well, great both of them. Good morning, you two! Good morning, Shigi-san. Wearing a white apron that suits her. Kohaku-san replies with a smile that could not possibly be any larger. On the other hand, Aiga casts a glance at me. Good morning. You certainly took your time this morning, Nee-san. She clearly knows how to put a damper on things. Took my time? It's barely past 7. It only takes 30 minutes to get to school from here, so I'm actually up early. I love this line so much. It makes me laugh.
So you're saying you're going to finish breakfast in just 10 minutes? You're not some starving dog, so if you're going to eat breakfast, I'll like you to take your time.
I love that line so much. It makes me laugh. Aiga words really do have thorns. Yes, they do indeed. But she's complete waifu material. Top tier in this entire game. And though I'm replaying Hisui's route and Kohaku's route, so that may change. Should we go to number 2?
Aiga-sama, it's almost time to leave. Is this alright? I know. Sheesh, don't be so worried over stuff like this on the first day.
Muttering some complaints, Aiga stands up.
Well, I must say goodbye. Nissan, you should apply yourself to your studies today.
Aiga leaves the sitting room. Kohaku-san follows, seeing her off. I apply myself to my studies. She's quite ceremonious about trivial things in an old-fashioned kind of way. I guess it's because she's been disciplined under our old man for the last 8 years. Well, I have to go to school even if she... Well, I would have gone to school if she hadn't said anything. Even if she hadn't said anything. I scratched my cheek. There was something about Aga's face that she left. Well, because of it, I paid no attention at all to her various admonishments this morning. Of course, I clapped my hands together. For some reason, Aga's face seemed to resemble her face from a long time ago. After eating the breakfast, Kohaku-san prepared the exit to the lobby. And this is a scene that always gets repeated. No variation. But I'll keep my effort making it more interesting, you know? Just for you lot. Hisui was waiting there with my bag.
Shiki-sama, have you enough time?
Yeah, should only take 20 minutes to school if I run. It's only 7:30, so I should be fine even if I take the long way. Seeing me satisfied with this answer, Hisui bows her head in assent.
Then allow me to see you out.
Yeah, thank you. I still feel terribly awkward having my own servant.
Oh, Shiki-san, please wait. Just a moment.
With pattering footsteps, Kohaku-san run down the second floor. I think Melty Blood has like completely ruined my perception of Kohaku, but oh well. He squeezes back and falls silent as Kohaku-san approaches. Huh? Where were you, Aiga?
Lady Aiga goes school by car. Since I had something to give you this morning, I stay behind.
She usually goes with her. I just like knows that. Something to give me.
Yes. This came from the Armas family yesterday.
Kohaku-san smiles. Eh? But I've all my luggage already. The things I used while I was in the Armas house all belong to them. So all I got are my own clothes.
Really? But this was sent here. But this was sent here nonetheless.
His son hands me a thin wooden box, perhaps 20 centimeters long. It's not heavy at all. Kohaku-san, I've never seen this before.
Well, apparently it was left to you by your departed father.
Though, it's like, it says Nanai, I remember it says that. So it's probably his family, the only thing he has of his old family, if I remember correctly.
It was to be given to you in the will.
By my old man. I can't feel anything about that. What's the old man who expelled me from this mansion 8 years ago doing leaving me things? Oh well. Son, please take it to my room for me. Kohaku-san is staring intently at the wooden box. He seems almost like a child who wants a toy. Stare. No, she is a child. I get it. You want to know what's inside, right?
Oh, not at all. I merely wonder for a moment.
Or is this like Schrodinger's cat or something?
Like I said, you do wonder what's...
Like I say, you do wonder what's inside. Alright, let's open it. 1, 2, 3! With a dry sound, the wooden box opens. Inside, there's a 10 centimeter bar of thin iron. It's an iron bar. Undecorated. Oh, that hurt something. Undecorated and worn, it has finger marks all over it. The old man must have really hated me to leave me a piece of junk like this.
No, Shiki-san. It's a fruit knife.
Kahage-san takes the iron bar out of the box.
See, isn't it one of those folding knives? 1, 2, 3.
With the sound of sliding metal, a thin centimeter blade pops out of the bar. I see. It certainly is a knife. It's old, but it's pretty solid. The year and era is written on the back. Kahage-san, I think no, that was her.
It's old, but it seems pretty solid. The year and era is made through it on the back.
Kahage-san replaces the blade and hands over the knife. Certainly there's a number written on the grip. The character 7 under it and the character Knight.
Nissan, there's no era by that name. It says Natoso Yoru.
Ah! I turn around in surprise. Hisui! No, it's like, I thought it was some I was wrong in that department. Whoop. Okay, I turn around in surprise. Hisui has been silent, and I was looking over the knife at my shoulders. Over my shoulder. You surprised me, Hisui. You should have said something. Say something. You don't have to look over my shoulder like that, you know. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you. No, that is so damn adorable. His cheeks become faintly red.
Please excuse me. That knife was so beautiful I cannot help myself.
Beautiful? You really think it's beautiful? It looks kind of beat up to me.
Not at all. The tempering of the blade is masterful. I think it's a knife of its own proper history.
Really? It looks like a piece of junk. But his Hisui seems so convinced. I begin to feel the same thing. In some way, I guess it's not such a bad inheritance.
7 Knights. I mean, that's the name of this fruit knife.
Maybe though, I can't imagine him naming a knife like that. Whatever the case may be, it's obvious that it's an antique. Well, in any case, I believe I'm taking what's given to me. I replaced the blade and put in my knife in my trouser pocket. You know, I always wondered, it's like, how does he keep getting away just putting this freaking knife in his pocket? Like, shouldn't this school be like strict? Cause like, he mentions like a university-oriented high school, so he's like, he hasn't even been caught. That is like freaking amazing.
Shiki-sama, have you enough time?
I have to get going. Well, Kahage-san, thanks for the delivery. Kahage-san smiles and waves me off. I come to the gates. Hisui falls in silence. Hisui, you're sending me off? Hisui nods wordlessly.
Shiki-sama, what time shall we expect your return?
It seems Hisui will continue some to the bitter end. Yes, most definitely. What if I take time to argue now? I'll be late for school. I'm complain about the honorific later.
Shiki-sama?
Yeah. Probably around 4 o'clock, I think. I don't do any club activities. When I don't hang up article, I usually get back pretty early in the evening. He bows deeply. I'm at my random estimate.
I understand. Please take care on the way.
I'm not sure what to take care about, but she's probably just worried about my health. Yeah, thanks. You too, Hisui. I return the goodwill with good intentions. With an energetic wave of the hand at Hisui, I leave the gates of my mansion behind. I go down the hill. Since I attended school from an armor house up to now, this is the first time taking this route. Not many from our school. Apparently, there are not many people from my school who live around here. At past 7 in the morning, I can't see anyone running along the streets in the school uniform except me. Slowly I began to see some people in school uniforms intermingle with the crowd. This is around where the road to school begins. Where's Muzaka-san? Well, I'm not going to be that lucky. I recall that smiling face of the classmate who departed here yesterday, saying my house is this.
My house is this way.
As I think of Imazaka in the classroom, my pace quickens a little, and I hurry towards the classroom. I leave the residential area and reach the crossroads. The gates will be closed in about 10 minutes. I start to run across the asphalt. I made it. It seems like it took 20 minutes rather than 30 from the mansion. I need to leave around 7 if I want to go slowly since I ran several times away on the way. Memories. That was only one time that I basically ran from home. Oh, it was amazing how I did that. When I get to the classroom, I notice the air is buzzing. Although the classroom is in the morning, it's always noisy. There's something about the noise today. I walk to my desk by the window. Ariko is waiting there sullenly. Ariko, did something happen? Don't know. It's nothing big. There's just a rumor that someone in the class ran away from home. Ah, that's what all the fuss is about then. I sat down on my desk with a sigh. What do you mean nothing big? Who ran away? Who? How should I know? But we should know when homeroom starts. Whoever seat is vacant, they must be the one who ran away from home. That's true. Really? Why would they run away from home and just came to class? That could happen, you know? It's true, but our attitude seems a little dry. If one of our classmates really ran away from home, I think it's a bit much just to ignore it as someone else's problem. Ariko, aren't you being insensitive? One of the classmates just ran away from home. Aren't you worried? You're the one who's really worried, dumbass. Everyone's talking about it because it's an interesting thing to talk about. It's not as if you or I ran away from home, so there's no need to worry, is there? No, I remember. This guy is cold like that to everyone else, except his friends. That's why Arko's best boy. Though I guess I am a bit worried. Running away from home at this time like this, they have to be really brave or really... Gosh, his voice. Time like this. What kind of time is that? I told you yesterday, Tono. There's a serial killing going around the streets right now. I don't know who ran away from home, but they have no excuse if they get attacked by him while living on the streets. Can't be. There's no way that'll happen. Tono, you should watch TV more. There's been 8 victims already, and he doesn't discriminate. You better think again if you think you're safe. The town's empty at night nowadays. The only people go out are the drunk guys and policemen, which is why it's so boring. Meaning that he goes out at night. Argo's voice is very serious. Hearing it, I begin to feel uneasy. Oh, Kuno Fuji is here. It's home at last. Argo returns to his seat. After a while, everyone is seated. Only one seat is empty. There's no mistaking it. The desk of Umezaka Suzuki is empty.
Well, my house is this way. Bye-bye. See you at school tomorrow.
Umezaka said that when we parted yesterday. I don't know what happened at home, but I cannot see her making that smile before running away. Umezaka is absent. Umezaka Suzuki is merely treated as absent, and attendance is taken. As if nothing is amiss, Harun proceeds. Okay, last route we did as Umezaka Suzuki, so second one, just sit silently. I was about to ask, but I didn't think the teacher would tell me. If she did run away from home, like Argo said, it's her business. Besides, there isn't a teacher on the planet who would answer a classmate who casually asks, "Has Zaka-san run away from home?" Yeah, it's not like it's been confirmed yet or anything. Maybe Zaka was just late. It would be a better idea to see how things go a little while longer before asking the teacher. Even after second period, Umezaka still didn't show up. No way to find out my bad feeling about this grows. It's lunchtime. In spite of the morning sign, the classroom has returned to everyday's cheerfulness. It seems that no one in class is really talking about Umezaka Suzuki's runaway from seriously. Taking. Yeah, that's what I was meant to say. Tell let's get some lunch. That's okay. I don't really feel like it. Ha, I guess it can't be helped. Don't be trouble with other people's problems too much. Yeah, that is a guy who's like, he'll punch his own parents if need to be. If it is needed. Other people's problems, huh? Argo words are too close to the truth. Huh?
You know what Inu-kun today?
Senpai? What are you doing in our classroom?
Well, I thought I had lunch for you guys. Tona-kun, aren't you going to eat something?
Senpai sits down on the desk, looking at me anxiously. Nah, I don't seem to have an appetite today.
You're not feeling well.
Something like that. Don't worry about me. You can go on to the dining hall. Ariko's probably already there.
Oh, you're not energetic at all. I don't know what's happened, but if you don't eat lunch, you'll just feel even worse.
That's not true, but since I'm not hungry, there's not a lot I can do. Seo Senpai is right. No, I really don't feel well. I don't know when it's gonna give me a bad end, but always safe when you have stuff like this. Except for rare exceptions. Rare exceptions that can basically your save gives you luck and both of them gives you a bad ending. Well, that sucks. Well, that usually doesn't happen. Seo Senpai is right. Seo Senpai takes me into an unused classroom in the very corner of the school building. Huh? This is a Japanese style room, isn't it?
That's right. It's very relaxing as no one else is here.
Oh, that's true. But isn't this place locked, Senpai?
Yes. It's usually only open to members of the Tsukihime Club, so no students can get in.
You know, I always wondered, how the hell is she still a member of the school tea ceremony club? It's like, did she just like cough off some money? He's like,
Yo, bitch, I want the tea ceremony room now. Listen here, you little shit, you fat bastard. Give me it, or you're dead.
well, did she like come bungzoozled? I don't know how to say that word. It's like the freaking school principal or something. Get it? Saying so, she takes out the key in her pocket. Oh, are you in the tea ceremony club, senpai?
Yes. Well, actually, I'm the only member.
Yeah, like how is that club not shut down? like I don't know. I've seen like a lot of Japanese animes and stuff. They talk about like shutting down a club because they don't have that much members. I think as universal, because as a standard, it's a good standard because it makes sense. Oh, last senpai goes in the Japanese style room. The inside of the room feels special, as if it is in part of the school. Yeah, it's the Tommy mats. This is the time is sunset, but the wind feels very relaxing.
As I said earlier, I'm the only member of the tea club. Thanks to that, I can use this place freely during lunchtime and after class.
How much time do you have to go for class? Because, I don't know, all we have is like, it could be like 20 minutes? Or,
Here.
Laughing senpai lays out cushions.
I'll make some tea now, so please wait there, Tonu-kun.
Senpai heads towards the sink and prepare the tea. There's no point in standing up, so I'll do as I'm told and sit down on the cushion. Perhaps it is the magic of the Japanese-style room. The chaotic maelstrom that had been raging in my chest calms down, and now I finally begin to think calmly about what happened to Yamazaka.
Thanks for waiting. Here you are. Now, let's have some lunch.
I actually have some things to ask you, so it's just as well we're having lunch here.
You have something to talk to me about?
Puzzled, I drink the tea that I'm offered. As I am in the Japanese style room, my posture rapidly straightened as my mind become tranquil. Although I have no connection to it, the Arman family has a tea ceremony school. Perhaps it's because I was raised in that kind of environment that I feel more at ease in a Japanese style room than a Western style one. Senpai looks at me with a troubled expression. What's wrong, Senpai? You look a bit worried.
I was just a little surprised how calm you were about all this, Tonu-kun.
Really? Well, my family is a strict one, so I'm used to these kind of things. Well, poor Senpai, do you have something you want to talk to me about?
I do. The continuation of what we were talking about earlier.
What we were talking about earlier? You mean about my family? Let me nod to indicate a yes. So that was like from yesterday. Well, not yesterday for me, but yesterday for this world, you know?
If you don't mind, I'd like to hear more about it. I was curious about since we stopped halfway.
It's not that I mind, but hearing my family isn't very interesting. It'll be a waste of time.
I don't mind. It's not if it's not interesting. I just want to hear about it.
You sure are eccentric, Senpai.
Maybe I am.
Senpai laughs. Alright then. Let's continue from before.
Let's continue from before you said you moved to your home? What do you mean by that?
So it's asked full of curiosity. Well, the conversation back then must have been pretty fragmented for Senpai since she didn't know any of the circumstances. Let's see. Basically, I'm a guy who's been deserted. I was severely injured after getting caught in a traffic accident when I was 9 years old. The injuries themselves seemed healed, but after that, I easily collapsed from anemia and threw up my food. That's why I was entrusted to my relatives, the Armas. Well, I recuperated.
So in other words, what's happened to your parents who raised you since you were 9, right?
That's right. I knew my old man hated me for some reason, and that once I had been entrusted to Armas, I'll never go back home. Go back to the
tunnel mansion, that is.
That's why I thought I would just continue to live with some Armas forever. That's what I thought, but my old man kicked the bucket recently. And that's when they told me to return to the mansion, now that my old man is no longer there, and I finally agreed to them. That's pretty much my domestic situation. I have my sword just like that. He gives a little nod silently.
May I just ask one thing?
Sure, I can answer it. Go ahead.
Alright then, I'll ask. Did they look just like your previous family?
My previous family, the Aramas, raised me as my parents? My mother and father weren't my real parents, and I found a building which, without doubt, was home to strangers, but completely regardless of that. No, I liked them. There were people who didn't care that I wasn't related to them by blood. They were so warm to me that I felt bad about being depressed all by myself. And for them to love me no matter what, I didn't think it was a bad thing. And his stepsister who hit his stomach with a freaking headbutt. And it's like, it's like amazing. I love that. I think the one of the Melty Blood mangas like show that scene when they first meet. I was loved by these people. That's why. Soon, even 1 day sooner, I'll truly become family to them. I've been telling myself those words since I was young. Since a very, very long time ago. Over and over, I swear, till I practically pass out. Just like Argo said, I don't have a single complaint about the Arma family. They treat me well, and I think I respond to their affection too. Between us, even though I knew they were just playing at being family, even if it was just all an act, I didn't feel any pain. No, I was happy instead. The way I considered Arma parents and me be the ideal nuclear family.
But it was no good, was it?
Yeah, despite everything, there was a line I couldn't cross. This isn't your real family. No matter what I did, I couldn't get those words out of my head. I knew I should have been ignoring it, but I just couldn't do it. I don't know what if you call it a child experience, but it had already become like a curse to me. Somehow, no matter where I was, I felt a stranger to my family. Senpai is silent. Avoiding my gaze, she handles her shoulders apologetically. See, it was boring after all, right? That's why I said it'll be a waste of time.
No, that's not true. It was a very meaningful story.
Then the senpai begins to eat her own lunch. My father examined and started nibbling on the bread I bought. Thanks to my conversation with senpai, my appetite has returned. Despite that, I still couldn't finish half of it.
So, Tanakun, is anything troubling you right now?
What's that all of a sudden? I don't have anything worries in particular.
And I suppose the reason you weren't eating much must be because of your health.
She stares at me. Somehow her gaze feels penetrating. It feels difficult to remain silent under a gaze like that. I don't have any words, but senpai, what do you think of the recent killings? Yeah, that's how you say under pressure. And probably my throat feels giving out, but oh well. I can't help but ask. The stories about my class who hasn't been returned home won't leave my mind.
Killings? Oh, you mean that business about the vampires?
Yes. There's already been 8 victims, right? I haven't caught the news lately, so I'm not sure about this subject. Do you know anything, senpai?
I know as much as anyone else does, but no, not the details. It's just that the word vampire down my spine.
Ah, you mean how it seems the victims have their blood drained? Strange, isn't it?
Strange, isn't it? I wonder
I wonder what could it mean.
Who knows? It's impossible to know how such people think. But I wonder why they make them the vampire.
What an odd question. Well, isn't it because the blood was drained from their bodies? It would be only natural to call them vampires, wouldn't it?
Do you know the folklore about vampires, Tona-kun?
Certainly breaking into a smile, but ask even a stranger question. You know, it's a bit weird because we've already dealt with vampires, and I doubt we're going to deal with vampires anytime soon. Really, don't you wonder if we're going to deal with Umazaka? That's kind of it. Vampire folklore. You mean how people who have their blood sucked by vampires become vampires themselves?
Yes. If that's true, there shouldn't be any bodies left, right? The point some vampires was a killer, there'd be no bodies, Tona-kun.
I see. That's true, but it's just a nickname, isn't it? Do you really believe in Vampire Senpai?
Not at all. After all, the fact that the bodies are there show that it's not a vampire, right?
Smiling, Senpai gives a reply that seems slightly off the point. Yep, that seems like a smile that has experienced death again and again, an experimented by the Catholic Church.
But can you think of it this way? Maybe the victims of the bodies have been founded because they can become vampires. Perhaps there are those who can be turned and those who can't.
You know, she's basically like showing some dead apostle facts. Well, not especially saying it. So this is why I like it. So it's not really exposition per se, just her just having nice conversation. I like that.
The people who can become vampires won't have their corpses found, even if they were attacked by vampires. Because even now, they are still alive out there somewhere. But those who can become vampires just die, and so their bodies, why not being found?
Well, that's... Senpai's still smiling. I know it's only a joke, but I'm having difficulty laughing it off.
Oh, I'm just joking. It'll be like some horror story if that were really true.
It's getting so meta now, right?
So if that were true, I don't like scary stories, so...
I don't like serious, so please don't ask me things like that.
What? It looked to me like you were really getting into it.
It looked like you were really getting into it, Senpai.
Yes, I don't like scary stories, but I do like scaring you, Tona-kun.
Did I do something to make her bear a grudge against me?
But all joke aside, Tona-kun, ladies' streets become dangerous at night. You mustn't go out even if you're a young man.
But that sounds like he goes sleeping with a bunch of girls. Someone gives a warning that sounds like a joke. I can't tell how serious she is. Lunch break ends and fifth appearance starts. The lesson in the class goes to one ear and goes the other.
Well, my house is this way. Bye-bye. See you at school tomorrow.
That's what Yamazaga said. She wouldn't see that and run away from home. I have a bad feeling about this. The killer who wanders this town at night. It's dangerous to go out at night, the worst Senpai said. Perhaps it was all because of that red imagery surrounding us when we parted. Suddenly a vision of Mizuki Suzuki soaking red blood appeared before my eyes. It happened suddenly. My memory goes white and my sense of balance reels. Armenia. My field of view lurches. Something lurks in the back of my head and my conscience feels heavy. This is bad. I know this feeling. So, sudden dizziness prior to an immediate attack. The blood accumulates in the brain. Blood vessels become a black lump, making my head sway. My vision will go pitch black. It feels as if blackness is pushing its way out my brain into my eyeballs. This is bad. I haven't been collapsing during class lately. Red. It's because it was a blood red image. It's too fresh in my mind. My vision distorts. A darkness envelops it. I somehow grab onto my desk, but it's useless. There's no strength in my fingers. I fall towards the floor. So I do remember her words.
Tona-kun, help me when I am pinch, okay?
I thought that's impossible.
Whatever you may think of me.
Whatever you think of me, I'm not a Superman. Sorry for dragging you along with me, Ariko. Yeah, I'm used to you collapsing without warning like that. Honestly, serious enough for me up to the very last minute. That's what do you think you are? You should have woken me up. There's nothing conscientious about letting me sleep until they lock us in the building. Shut up! You think I'm going to wake you up a sick person? You just collapse again. Come on, we need to get you back. It's already 7, you know. Argo walks down the corridor. After that, I collapsed from anemia and I was left to sleep in the infirmary. Time passed until school locked up time at 6:30 when I was awoken by Argo's punch. And so we came to be walking along the deserted corridor. Hey, come on, Tono. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm coming. I shake my still woozy head and follow Argo. Alright, you can go home by yourself from here. See you at school tomorrow. Thanks. Sorry as always, Argo. Don't worry, pay me back in double in the future. Argo's answer isn't especially in proper Japanese. Smiling weirdly to myself, I decide to head back to my own house. You know, that looked like a block for a second, but it was like, oh no, it's just light. I reached the intersection. It's still 7 in the evening, but there's no one around. I guess it's because of the killer. Fewer people go out at night. The only figure I can see now is a black woman far away. Ah, a blonde? It doesn't woman seem to be a foreigner. Even from far, I can see her golden hair rippling as she walks. Yeah, this is what triggers his inversion impulse. It draws my eyes after her. Even though I see her from behind, I can tell she's beautiful. Thump. Suddenly my heart pounds loudly. My throat becomes inexpressibly dry and parched. I break out in a cold sweat. My head aches. You know, there's always now I'm wondering, like, because Argo never appears in these routes. I wonder if he'd killed her in these versions in the Far Side routes. I wonder what will happen. It'll be very different because it is based Aika's route just with Argo in it. It's basically it'll be very different. Like you basically changing a few things, details. Rather than fading, my conscience becomes sharper. I gasp. Back. Watching the woman's golden hair, my head hurts terribly. My thoughts feel like they're melting into a haze. We will fall behind her, and then, what am I going to do after that? The woman disappears into a group of apartments in a shopping district. I have to follow. I don't know why, but I think that. My legs move towards the apartments. But before that, only for an instant, out of the corner of my eye, I see a figure of Umazaki Suzuki. Umasaka-san? My head becomes clear. Umazaka is only for an instant, but without doubt, it was Umazaka. Well, was she heading towards town? Well, was she doing out at a time like this? I was so mad I didn't care if she disappeared or she ran away from home. It's too dangerous for a girl to walk around at night alone. Umazaka walks through the crowded town. She's so far away I'm not certain. But even if I'm mistaking her, I decide to run after her and tell her to stop. Wait, Umazaka-san! I shout, chasing her. Umazaka glances back as she heard my voice. That face, there's no confusing it. That girl walking ahead of me is unmistakably Umazaka Suzuki. And the expression on her face wasn't frightening. But I felt a chill run down my spine because of the red eyes. My heart beats quickly. The back of my head becomes heavy. My throat burns. An ache assaults my head, just as it did with the blonde woman earlier. What is this? It's weird. The inside of my body is burning. I feel dizzy as if I'm in the grip of a terrible fever. In a moment, Umazaka begins to walk again. Wait, Umazaka-san! I call running. I cannot scream that much from my throat. Umazaka walks on, not turning. Can you hear me, Umazaka? I urge my hot bike onwards, but no matter how much I try, I can't catch her. No matter how fast I run, I can't catch up to her even if she walks. Something strange. I know that, but I can't tell what it is. Right now, all I can do is follow Umazaka Suzuki. And then, I lose sight of her. Umazaka, whom I've been chasing without success, is nowhere to be seen. Shit, what the hell is going on? Stop catching my breath. My chest heaves deeply. Is that like breathing? Or is it like an expansion of the chest? I don't know. Though I haven't realized until now, I've been running for it a long time. What time is it? Resting my hands on my knees, I glance out the nearby store window. It's already midnight? Can't be. I can't be running that for that long. It's hard to believe, but the clock is correct. Looking around, most of the shopping district is closed. I should go back. Even though I'm worried about Umazaka, I feel like I won't be able to find her anymore. I chased her for almost 4 hours, calling her name this time, but she didn't even respond. What was she thinking? Big sigh, I decided to head back to the mansion. There's no one around. The shopping district still has some people, but they're on the way back to the mansion. But on the way to the mansion, it should be completely empty. The word circularly run through my mind. Midnight. Walking through town alone. I might be easy prey for such an attacker. A sound. Somewhere behind the building there's a sound. I think the sound of someone falling. Back alley. The noise came only once. An eerie silence surrounds me. I have a bad feeling about this. Someone collapsed in the back alley. Did the wind just knock something over? Whatever it was, I probably shouldn't get involved. But it is because I was looking for Umazaka a while ago. I feel like She's there for some reason. What should I do? There's no one around. Only how I can realize his knife Kuhaga-san handed me this morning. I go look, don't look. Go and look. I can't ignore my feelings. With a killer sulking around the town night looking for victims. I shouldn't be investigating suspicious sounds in alleyways. But I still remember Umizaka's smiling face from yesterday. There's no reason for Umizaka to be there. But if she is, she might need my help. I'll never forgive myself if I ignore this. Alright. Taking a deep breath, I steel my spirit. Besides, if it comes to it, I have my eyes too. Said to not use them recklessly, but I'll find it acceptable if I use it against a killer. The sound came from here. Preparing myself, I step into the alley. My heart pounds. The back alley is quiet. The sound came from the open area at the far end. Back my head hurts. If convulsing under the almost strain, my racked spine hurts as if it's shot to work itself out of his body. What is it? I can't think it yet. My instinct shout at me. Don't go. Don't go any further. If you do, you won't be able to come back. But it's already too late. I step out of the back alley into the open space. That weak voice is all I can get out. The back alley in a single street of crimson. And its limbs strewn among the garbage and rubble. No, the limbs of dogs and cats or the like. They are human limbs, blood dripping from flesh, meat and bone. The ground and the walls are painted with red blood. A heavy scent fills my nostrils, thick, like red fog, permeating my body. The choking smell of blood. A face on a severed head rolling around with an expression of agony. A face severed up like a mummy, split into halves. A face with both eyes gouged out, so distorted I can't even tell if it used to be a man or a woman. Unable to make a sound, I merely gaze speechless at the corpses. No, they can't even be called human bodies anymore. Even badly made sculpture looks better than this. There are 4 bodies. They roll around like scraps of leftover food. I gape in shock of the sea of bodies. The back of the head throbs. My throat is parched. Same. And my breath burns like fire. My fingertips quiver and my mouth distorts. I think Arka's the one who ruined my voice. Make it so parched. What is this? What is this world before my eyes? Red. Yes. Before my eyes, everything is terribly colored. But I merely stand. I think I may be going crazy. While being faced with a totally bizarre AM landscape. Atmosphere. I was going to say atmosphere. Like this. My heart screams. Surely an anticipation. I now mispronouncing it when I usually don't. Oh well. Anticipation. I don't know, whatever. A corpse against the wall moves. No, that's wrong. It's not a corpse. It's not the scrap hands and feet. It's a living human being with limbs attached. I see something out of the place. In this ghoulish skeptical, the response to seeing anyone alive is more astonishment than happiness. But if he's alive, I have to help him. Hello? When I rush emotion, I step towards the living figure. Pulling itself from the sea, it raises to face towards me. a face like dried out like a skull. I leap back reflexively, but the skull moves faster than I do. A voice like, "Ooh!" He jumps at me. A hideous voice right next to me. Looking down, there's a large hole in the skull's throat, preventing him from speaking right. The dried up face, the dried up arm reaching for me. In the throat of the bag of bones, the vocal cords vibrate and record with a ghastly voice. Desperately, I try to tear him off me, but he merely raises that ghastly voice, and when I get off, with a creak, the skull jaw opens. The mouth opens wide toward my shoulder with a single bite, approaching my face, saying, "I don't want to die. Someone save me. Stop." I can't even say stop. The guy, my only skin and bones, try to bite my head off, and suddenly he collapses. The awesome power vanishes. A bag of bones in a person form crumbles to the ground and disappears. Softly like a bad dream, it turns to ash and blows away. What the hell is this? Pain runs through my shoulder. My shoulder begins to turn red and swell where he has grasped me. The pain is real. So this must be real. A terrible nightmare. But it can't be a nightmare because it's not a dream.
Tono-kun, it's dangerous to stay out there.
I turn around, the voice behind me. At the mouth of the alley where I came from, I see Umazaka Suzuki. Umazaka-san?
Good evening. Fancy me and you are in a place like this, huh?
I am surprised she's still wearing her school uniform. Oh, she probably up been in nighttime, so and she's still wearing that. Yeah. As if we have merely bumped into each other in the hall, in the mall, Mizaga greets me lightheartedly. Mizaga, what about you? What are you doing at a time like this?
Oh, just going for a walk. But what about Tono-kun? What's Tono-kun doing? Killing so many people like this bad, right?
Amazing. Uza says with a light smile. Killing so many people. Eh? I look around me, and I remember the tragic scene I'm surrounded by. In a sea of blood, Toshiki stands aghast like a murderer. No, this wasn't me.
Of course it was. Everyone's dead and Tono-kun's alive, so obviously Tono-kun must have killed them.
No way. It just attacked me. I pointed the monster attacked me moments ago. Nothing's there. Even the ashes and the bones have been blown away by the wind. Now he sounds like a crazy person, doesn't he? No, it did happen. I swallowed my breath. Mizaga's chuckling.
It's not that this wasn't.
That wasn't me. My head is paralyzed and can only manage broken language.
I understand. I can think clearly, but...
I can't think clearly, but I can't put my thought into words. For example, why is Umazaga in a place like this? For example, why is Umazaga laughing in the face of this tragic scene? Umazaga-san,
Yeah, I know. You just interrupted someone's meal. I'm sorry for sounding mean. I always act against my feelings, so I'm always acting like this to you.
Umazaga is still laughing. It's so inappropriate for this scene. I feel a chill. Umazaga doesn't move from the entrance of the alley. Her arms are positioned strangely as if she's hiding something behind her back. And looking closer, there are spots of red on her sleeve. Umizaka, you...
What is it? Your face looks scary, Tono-kun.
She laughs again. No. Somehow that girl cannot be Umizaka Suzuki. Umizaka, why are you hiding your hands like that?
Have I been found out? Have I been found out? I guess you're too observant to miss that, huh? I've always liked that about you, Shiki-kun.
After emphasizing my name, she brings out her hands out. Both hands are dyed in crimson. Not yet dry, the blood drips off them in red droplets. And proudly Umizaka is smiling. Umizaka, your hands...
Yeah, I killed those people.
What?
Oh, but it's okay. I didn't kill them because I hate them. I just need their blood to live. So I had to kill them.
She says it as if it was normal.
Of course
I can't understand it. All I do understand, my blood is pulsing wildly throughout my whole body. That is his Nanaya instincts kicking in. Like I fall in love at first sight with that bloody Umizaka. I'm excited. You really killed Umizaka?
You wouldn't believe me even I told you. It's a lie, right? Or do you think it's impossible for a girl like me to do such a thing?
Her voice laughed softly. I don't believe her. But she's definitely not telling a lie. That this tragic scene is all Umizaka's doing. Why such a terrible thing?
It's not terrible. Just like I said. Because I didn't kill them because I hate them. There's nothing wrong with killing others in order to live, is there, Shiki-kun?
What? That's absurd. Killing is wrong.
No, it's not. But I did one bad thing. Today was my first time drinking blood. I let a little of my blood get back into them. Because I thought you got attacked, Shiki-kun. I'm sorry getting you involved. But since we're lucky, it died without being able to finish changing.
What are you talking about, Umizaka?
It's okay, you don't understand right now. I don't really understand it myself yet, so I can't explain it very well. But I think after a few days, I can become like Shiki-kun.
Like
Shiki-kun become a great.
She says so, and her face distorts in pain. Raps of agony echo through her throat. Umizaka chokes up blood.
It hurts. I can see even though I'm hungry. I shouldn't drink blood at random. Even if it's not good quality pure blood, it won't agree with me.
She breaks out in a fit, coughing. She chokes out blood with every cough. Her body convulses. I don't really understand. All I know, Umizaka's in terrible pain. That's all I can clearly understand. Are you okay, Umizaka? I think I run towards her and take her hand.
No! Don't come any closer, Shiki-kun.
But Umizaka's voice stops me.
You mustn't. I'm not entirely okay, Shiki-kun.
She speaks painfully and she'll still vomit red blood. Umizaka, you... I don't understand. Why Umizaka's in pain and why she's like this? What the hell's going on? You said you killed those people, but that's a lie, right, Umizaka? If you're in the room that much, shouldn't you be in a hospital?
I know.
I know, even though I understand Misaka's brought about this tragic scene, I still lie to myself. Hey, Misaka, I'm coming over there, okay? I speak gently. Misaka shakes her head in a violent refusal. Why, if you're in pain, we have to get to your hospital right away.
Shiki, you're not getting it. You really never understood anything. Idiot. I told you before.
I tell you before I don't understand.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? But you're still here.
Misaka begins to pull away.
It hurts, Shiki-kun.
She breathes regular, coughing up red blood.
It hurts, it's cold, and I'm scared. I really want your help right now, Shiki-kun, but it's too early.
Saying that, Misaka straightens up again.
Wait for me, okay? I'll become a great vampire, then I'll come back to see you again.
Wait up, Misaka! Misaka's gone. If I start running, Misaka's long gone. Her speed is not that of a human's, but of a wild beast. Misaka, what happened to you, really? Ugh! My shoulders throb in pain where he grabbed me earlier. When I looked back, the open space, all the limbs were scattered, only red blood. My face, organs, and places and feet. All turned to ash like the skull did before. I feel sick if I'm going to cover blood. This can't be. This excitement is so tense I almost ejaculate. Weird flex, but okay. This. For a while, the crimson blood burns in my eyes. This can't be real. My world swims before me. My eyes see nothing but this distorted world. Before I realize I'm back in the mansion, it's like a pet summer finding its way home, I guess. I am on the verge of collapse from dizziness. I didn't think I would make it back this far. Gah, vomit. I'm going to vomit. Gah. My heart is exploding. I can hardly breathe. I have to toll her and rest, since I have collapsed so many times before I know I'm about to faint. If I rest, I just rest my body in bed. This knowledge, my heart will go back to normal. I can forget all about it as nothing happened and wake up to a normal day. Wow, this is interesting.
Shiki-san, you have returned.
Kohaku-san emerges from the west hallway. That's right, Kohaku-san is in the west hallway on the first floor.
Welcome back, Shiki-san. Did you get meet your friend?
Yes, I meet her. I'm seeing limbs, face, Western Alley. And the laughing face and her bloody hands. Sorry, I'm going back to my room, so please go back as well, Kohaku-san. I don't feel like talking right now. I leave Kohaku-san behind and go up 2 stairs. I collapse on the bed. My chest rises and falls. I take deep breaths. My mind feels faint. This overwhelms me. Even if it means passing out, I just want to go sleep right now. So why can't I sleep? So this isn't right now, but I'll pass out like always. So I'll close my eyes, my vision, seeing that it shows up my eyelids. My heart throbs violently. Isn't terror rather closing than rather sexual excitement? Why? I don't understand it at all. Is there a thin line between terror and lust? Eh? What can it be at this hour?
Shiki-san. Shiki-sama, are you awake?
This wish is Hisui. Just imagining her form in my heart calms down a bit. Yeah, I'm awake. Please come in.
Please excuse me. What's this?
He enters carrying a tray. What's this? Tray looks like mess and wrapped in paper. Hisui, what are you doing this hour?
Shiki-sama, you seem to have trouble sleeping, so I'll brought some medicine.
That's right. But how do you know, Hisui?
I heard from my sister. She told me that you are very tired, so I should give extra care.
I see, Osaka-san. She must have seen how bad my face looked when we met in the hot lobby. And his medicine is...
It's sleep-inducing medicine. Your personal physician gave his approval that it should be used for you.
Approval at this hour?
No, but as your personal... As soon as she found out you were coming here to live in this mansion.
Wow, Kahaka-san's pretty amazing. Yeah, I know, right? She's pretty thoughtful. Anyway, I'm very thankful right now. Taking the water from Hisui, I drink the medicine. You know, that looks incredibly creepy. That entire scene just looks incredibly creepy. I started to feel asleep right away. Thanks, Hisui. He's giving Kahaka-san my thanks as well.
As you wish. Well then, please rest well, Shiki-sama.
I hear his footsteps. I feels like all the power is drained from my body. Man, feels good. I space out. As if passing out, I quickly fall asleep. Well, I'll probably end it here because it's going a little long. So I'll see you next time. I'm Mega Dimension out. Bye!